All right, so today's lesson focuses on midpoints, perpendicular bisectors, and angle bisectors. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is a midpoint. So the midpoint, I'm going to abbreviate here, is just the point that's in the middle of a segment. So the midpoint would look like this. So if I have a segment, all right, let's say A, C, we say B is in the middle. And those two lengths are equal. So maybe from A to B it's 30, and from B to C it's 30. So whatever value this is could be x plus 30. All right, then this would be x plus 30. Okay, these values are the exact same. All right, they are equal to one another. Okay, perpendicular bisector. All right, another way that we do that is a upside down T. All right, perpendicular bisector. All right, that is a segment or array. All right, it basically divides a segment at the midpoint and at 90 degrees. So for example, we may say that in this example, okay, you have A and C again. All right, here we would say that DB is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, perpendicular bisector. And all that means is that these angles are 90 degrees, all right, and that AB is equal to BC. So whatever value we have for AB is equal to whatever value we have for BC. Okay, so let's say over here, let's say that AB is equal to 3x plus 10, and BC is equal to 2x plus 30. All right. In this case, we could say 3x plus 10 equals 2x plus 30. Because we know that the bisector cuts these into two equal parts, so we have two things that are equal to one another. All right, so we would take our like terms. We're going to take this 2x over, subtract 2x. That gives me x. All right, take this 10, move it over, subtract that. So I get that x is equal to 20. Okay. Now, last thing that we need to talk about is our angle bisectors. Okay, so angle bisectors is an array that divides or cuts an angle into two equal pieces. Okay, so for example, maybe you have this down the middle and you have this angle right here. Okay, and maybe we say that RT is a bisector. Bisects. Okay, so RT bisects my angle XY. All right, XRY. Okay, that means that these are equal angles. So, for example, if this was 40 degrees, all right, this other side would also be 40 degrees. Okay, the whole angle here would be 80 degrees. All right. In other examples, sometimes you're going to be given maybe something like this. You're going to be told that this is a bisection. Sometimes they show that by these little arcs being the same. All right, I have one little arc here, one little arc here. So that means that these angles are the same. Just like on our midpoint, we had tick marks. That shows that those are the same. Okay, so maybe one of these is 30 degrees and one of these is 3x plus 3. Okay, well, to solve this, since I know that this is a bisector, I can just set my two parts equal to each other because they have to be equal. So I can say 30 is equal to 3x plus 3. Again, get my like terms, move my 3 over by subtracting it. 27 equals 3x. And so here x is equal to 9. All right, how could I check? Well, I can always plug 9 back in. 3 times 9 plus 3, 27 plus 3, and that gives me 30. Hey, 30 is equal to 30. So I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm correct, and I know that I've done this thing the right way.